Hello everyone and welcome back. I have a MecTech conversion unit for you. It's a Carbine conversion unit, or as they call it, a CCU. And this is an older one, so the variations that you can get nowadays are a little bit better, if you will. This one's pretty plain Jane. And basically what this conversion unit is going to do, it's going to take your handgun and convert it into a carbine. And it's totally legal. You can have this conversion unit sent to your house. There's no paperwork to fill out or anything like that. This particular one here that we're looking at is chambered in 38 Super, and you can shoot basically 38 Super stock loads in it. If you're going to be running, if you have an IPSC gun set up for 38 Super Major, you don't want to run those loads in this because the added length of the barrel is going to create higher pressures and most likely break something. Also, keep in mind, if you decide to get one of these for yourself, if you're thinking about using the lower on your open race gun, it's not going to work because in most cases, or in pretty much all cases, the scope mount on your open gun is connected or attached to the frame itself. So once you remove the frame or the slide and barrel from the frame, it's not going to go onto this receiver here. So you basically need a stock looking frame. Now, as I mentioned, this one's 38 Super, and this one is a 1911 upper. But since it's a 1911, you can also put the STI or the SV Infinities, the 2011 style frame. They also come in the Glock as well. And with either one of these, the bare bone units are probably about $360, I believe. If you get a 1911, you're going to probably need to look at the accessories for something that's called the para block. Now the para block is basically a ramp that's going to take the place of this in your frame. So if your frame has a ramped, or if your gun has a ramped barrel, this particular gun here that this came from does not have a ramped barrel. But this one here does require a ramped barrel. So you'll notice here on the frame on the right, there's a big notch right here where the barrel would sit and a ramp would sit in there. So this frame here will not work in this upper unless you have something called the para block. And MecTech sells that as an accessory for the 1911 upper. But in this case, I'm using the frame right here that has the frame, has the ramp built into it. So it's really easy to put on. You'll pull the action back right here, push it down, and it locks the bolt open. And then with your frame cocked, slip it in like so. And if you don't do it as hard as I just did, the bolt will stay open. And then you take your slide lock here, stick it in there. Get past my detent there. There it is. And now you're ready to go. I like the charging handle on the left. It's kind of cool because for a right-handed shooter like myself, you know, you can keep your hand on the pistol grip and charge it if you were to have a jam or something. But if you can see inside there, I'm not sure if my camera, yeah, it'll show that. You'll see the ramp in the frame guiding the barrel. If you use that other frame over here, the one that requires that ramped barrel, it's not going to work. So they sell a little adapter called the para block for the 1911s and 2011. I believe with the Glock, if you bought the Glock upper, it would come with the little block as well. But you know, this is kind of a niche type gun, if you will. I really don't have that much use for it. I thought it was kind of cool when I first saw it, but after I shot it for a little bit, I don't really care for it all that much. Plus I already have an AR-15. But for those out there looking for a carbine on a budget, especially if you have a Glock, for example, you get those 33 round mags. You get one of these for about 350 bucks. You can put the M4 telescoping stock on there, rail systems. They sell all kinds of accessories for these things. I'm sure you could probably break the bank tricking it out the way you like it. But if you wanted a carbine or something that uses the same magazines as your pistol, you know, this might be a way to go, especially on a budget. Like I said, this is an older one, has this wire stock, and each time I shot it, I could hear this thong, thong, where these forks, it's like a tuning fork back here, just going haywire on me. It was, I must admit, it was somewhat annoying. But It recoils next to nothing. I mean, it is a pistol caliber for, you know, for all means. But you know, like I said, if I was to look at one, I would definitely check out the Glocks. If I was sporting a Glock. Here I have my 170mm magazine tube for the 38 Super, and that'll give you about 32 rounds of 38 Super in this case. Anyways, this is the MecTech conversion unit. I'll put a link to their website in the video description in case you wanted to give them a look. Well, thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more competition shooting and gun reviews.